Good morning, boys and girls. Happy first day of April. And happy April Fool's Day. I forgot about that. Let me know if any of you guys play any tricks or if your parents play any tricks on you. All right, so I'm going to read this book about weather to continue our weather and seasons week. Weather. What is weather? The weather is caused by three main things: heat, water, and air. The sun gives out heat, which warms the earth. Water makes clouds and rain. It also makes fog, hail, and snow. Air is always moving around. This is what makes the wind blow. The earth is wrapped in a thick blanket of air called the atmosphere. This is where weather happens. From space, the atmosphere looks like a hazy blue ring around the earth. The white swirls are clouds. Clouding over. Different types of clouds mean there will be different types of weather. Puffy white clouds usually mean that it's good weather is coming. Stratus clouds cover the sky. That means there might be fog or a drizzle, which is a light rain. Wispy clouds high in the sky mean rain or snow may be coming. And a big cloud means that there may be a thunderstorm. When tiny water droplets form close to the ground, this is called fog or mist. Ice crystals. When the air is very cold, the water in clouds freezes to make tiny ice crystals called snowflakes. Most snowflakes have 6 points. This is what snowflakes look like when they are put under a microscope. Icicles form in snowy weather when the sun shines onto snow on roofs or trees. The snow melts, water drips down into the cold shade where it freezes. More water slowly drips down and freezes, forming lots of icy fingers, so icicles. Electric skies. Thunderstorms happen when a cumulonimbus cloud forms in the sky. Strong winds inside the clouds swirl rain, snow, and hailstones up and down. This makes electricity build up. It escapes down to the ground as flashes of lightning. Lightning sometimes hits trees and buildings on its way from the cloud to the ground. This type of lightning is called forked lightning. Thunder is the sound that lightning makes when it heats up the air around it. Great balls of ice. Hail forms inside giant thunderclouds, so you often get hailstorms at the same time as thunder and lightning. Water droplets get blown up to the top of the cloud by gusts of air. The droplets freeze, they drop down, and a layer of water forms around them. The hail is blown up to the top of the cloud again, and the layer of water freezes. This happens again and again until the hail gets too heavy and falls from the sky. This is a ball of hail. Wild wind. Wind is moving air. It happens when hot air rises and cold air rushes in to take its place. The strength of the wind is measured on a scale from 1 to 12. A hurricane begins when hot air rises quickly over the sea and starts to spin. This causes a violent storm with heavy rain. When a hurricane reaches land, huge waves and strong winds batter the coast. Terrible twisters. Tornadoes are violent whirling winds. They are sometimes called twisters. A tornado is like a giant vacuum cleaner. It sucks things up from the ground. Weather scientists. Scientists measure the weather and then tell us what they think the weather will be like. Wind speed and rain are measured at weather stations all over the world. Special planes fly into clouds to measure how much water is in them. Satellites in space take pictures of clouds and storms on Earth. Water balloons are sent high into the sky to measure the air temperature. The scientists put together all this information to make the weather forecast. Have any of you ever watched the weather on the news with your parents? The white swirling cloud below is a hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean. Hot and cold. Some places have such extreme weather that not many people or animals live there. The Sahara Desert in Africa is one of the hottest and driest places on Earth. Camels can live here because they can survive without water for a long time. Antarctica is the coldest place in the world. Penguins are one of the few animals that are able to live there. They huddle close together to keep warm in the winter. Weird weather. In some parts of the world, the weather makes odd things happen. Some people think that strange clouds like this one look like a spaceship. It is called a lenticular cloud. They usually form near mountains. Red raindrops sometimes fall from the sky. Wind picks up red sand from the African deserts and carry it across the sea. The sand mixes with droplets of water in the clouds to make the red rain. Heating up. Many scientists think that the Earth's atmosphere is slowly getting warmer. The air in the atmosphere acts like a blanket to keep the Earth warm. When fuels like oil and coal are burned, lots of gases are released in the air. The atmosphere is getting warmer because the gases trap heat from the sun. If Earth gets warmer, the weather will change. In cold places, ice and snow would melt and could cause massive floods. Hundreds of years from now, all this might have melted. All right. So if you want, you guys could write about weather.